wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, 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 send. Call the ladies out, they're in their finery. 100 jewels on fronts, 100 jewels between teeth. Now bring my boys in, they're skinning craters like the moon. The moon we love like a brother, while he glows through the room. Dancing around the lies we tell, dancing around big eyes as well. Even the comatose, they don't dance and tell.
the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. You take a look at the Cavaliers. There's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. Let's talk about Anderson Varejao. When he's healthy, Shaq, he can rebound with the best of them.
Yes, he has the all.
Greetings, everyone, from Washington, D.C. The Wizards playing host to an Eastern Conference affair here at the Verizon Center. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Well, the Wizards signed John Wall to that max contract extension last season, and he rewarded them. Made his first All-Star game appearance and led the team back to the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons.
Now Wall. After LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go, it's Wall with the drive. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Irving. And James with the basket on the assist from Dion Waiters.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Wall against Irving. Pulls from the top of the key. Wall, that's good.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
Wizards on D. Here's LeBron. Love trying to break loose. No good from LeBron. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Wall against Irving. Wall attacks the throwdown.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible.
possible.
Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark. Now, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Pierce. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's LeBron. Over Nene. And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's got his second bucket.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Irving against Wall. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. For the past few seasons, the it'll be the Wizards off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the 5 spot.
John Wall at 6'4", with a 39-inch vertical leap and long arms to boot, is an elite physical specimen when it comes to the point guard position.
And Wall, a blur, guys, in the open court. Perhaps, Steve, perhaps the fastest player in the league end-to-end. He is devastating in transition.
Yeah, he's so tough to stop around the rim, even in the half court. But when he gets ahead of steam going, he can get into the lane and then finish with either hand. So, man, he is tough to stop. He'll advise shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. LeBron right side, all alone. Pierce with the rebound.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Wall. Here we go now.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Here's Irving. Good. Irving's got 5 points so far. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Black. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving against Wall. Irving drives in. The shot misses. Gortat with the defensive effort. Beal gets a wide open look. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Cavaliers trailing. James kicks to Varejao. Feeds to Irving. And the pass to Love. Good. Love's got his first 2 points.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
And Washington again with the bucket. LeBron with it. Passes it to Irving. Dishes to Varejao. Wide open look. And too long on the shot.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make. But when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Here's Wall. Cavaliers with the rebound. Varejao's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Love. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Now here's Wall. 8 points for him. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wall's got 10 points.
He's looking pretty confident out there. I mean, 5 of 7 so far from the field. He's feeling it. For a lot of players, leading comes naturally, but for John Wall and the Wizards, his teammates had to goad it out of him in order for him to start leading the way. When he did embrace that role, it did wonders for the franchise. Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
As far as Wall leadership, you know, he's seemingly been hesitant to lead his first few years in the league, but it's become more prominent the last few years as he's gained more confidence and he's grown more comfortable in his role.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Gortat. Humphries comes in for Nene. Porter's checked in for Paul Pierce. And Miller's subbed in for John Wall.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Back to LeBron. And Cleveland again with the bucket. John Wall certainly seems to have the respect of his team, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. As a young guy who's running the point guard position, his teammates have great confidence in him as a leader, and you could see that in his growth this past season.
Here's Beal. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Beal's got 5 points so far. clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot.
Shots good by Miller.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Now here's Beal. 5 points in the game on the wing. Miller lets it fly. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense. Just keep firing.
Porter with the steal. Now Miller. And it's Beal in the corner. Gets it off. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. They've got Mike Miller. Thompson is out there with Marion. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. Now here's Wall. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution. You know, coming into the playoffs, a lot of people dismissed the Wizards because they were playing a more seasoned team during the playoffs. But the Wizards, actually, as you look at their roster, they had a number of players that were playoff tested.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Sean Marion. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Wall.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Washington trailing. 14 feet away, and he gets it to go. Wall's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Wizards. Cavaliers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Marion. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Wall's shot is off.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Dellavedova, the pass to Miller. To the paint. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Washington making some changes. Gortat's checked in for Blair. Nene comes in for Chris Humphries. And Pierce subbed in for Porter. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Sean Marion. Waiters, he's checked in for Mike Miller. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though we grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job. Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
Now here is Varejao. And a wide-open look for James. A three-pointer off the mark. And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry. He went with Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
Irving. Rebounded by the Wizards. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wall dishes to Nene. Wall against Irving. That puts them in the lead. Wall's got the lead up to 2 now for the Wizards. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Waiters kicks to Love. Makes it off the glass. Love's got 6.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Andre Miller. Washington with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Now here's Wall. 18 points for him. Waiters grabs the miss.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Irving's shot is good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Here's Wall. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Wall's got 20 points.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Kevin Love. Wall attacking, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Nene, a 6'11" Brazilian big man, strong and quick-footed with a nice touch. And he's a quality two-way player. And for him, as is the case with a lot of players, it's about health. And over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
Well, you talk about Nene's troubles at times staying on the court, Steve. Some say he's unwilling to play through pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case. You know, all I know is that when he's healthy, he is one of the most effective big men in the NBA, and he had a terrific run in the playoffs last year, particularly in that Chicago series.
Wall attacking. And another miss by Washington.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Here's Wall. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Pierce kicks the Wall. Outside, Pierce. Hands the tough leaner from the outside. Pierce has got it all tied up now for the Wizards. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Love with the screen on Wall. Irving with a clean look. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Wall. No luck. Great D that time from James. Now Irving. He's got 13. Can't hit.
Major defensive lapse right there.
And a tight game here as we end. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? 22 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
No, they have no answer for him at this point.
The Cavaliers leading. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Nene down low with Gortat. And it's Pierce in at the small forward position. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half. He was all alone on that one. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
That is good. And now 24 points for John Wall.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
The drive by James goes up at the stripe. Rebounded by the Wizards. Wall's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that. After a 5-year absence from the playoffs, the Wizards were able to get back into the postseason last year. Big step for the franchise.
Wizards trailed by 3. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. No coverage that time. Wall's got 28.
Oh, what a great play. Just schooled the defender right back on his heels on that one.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Irving kicks to Varejao. Lets it fly from 18. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks.
They're rolling now. 5 straight hoops to start this quarter.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Irving kicks to Waiters. Back to Irving. Shot from 12. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. That's 10 points for Kevin Love. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So, which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Gortat. Humphries comes in for Nene. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Paul Pierce. And Miller's subbed in for John Wall.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Mike Miller's checked in for Kevin Love. The Cavaliers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand, Clark. He went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing with him.
I agree. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Count that one. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Their advantage, guys, starting to climb a little bit. Things are really coming together for them at a great time.
They don't want to let it get too late to increase that lead. Best to do it here in the 3rd.
Well, Thompson is ambidextrous. He throws a baseball right-handed, writes with his left. And you got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting, and it's paying dividends.
And that one's good, Irving.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
And Thompson prone to getting his shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. You know, being ambidextrous, you would think that he, at some point, developed that ability to be a better finisher inside with either hand. We'll see.
Now here's Beal. He's got 9. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Pass to Miller. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Miller's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Raiders against Beal. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Beal's got 11 points.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Waiters passes to Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
Wizards making a switch here. Gortat's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Dellavedova's checked in. Now here's Beal. 11 points in the game. And that one's good. Beal's got 8 points in the quarter. And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest. But when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Kevin. He's got to put together a season or two where he plays, 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest. And it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Marion setting the pick for Irving. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Irving's got 28 points for the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Beal dishes to Miller. He kicks it to Beal. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Here's Irving. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Cavaliers.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game today. Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
Wizards trail by 8, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Varejao in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here is Irving, following the miss by John Wall. Irving attacking, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on John Wall.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
The first free throw is good.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook. He still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
He doesn't get the second one. And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden for a long time as well.
Yeah, it didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played it.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's 31 points for Kyrie Irving. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Cavaliers. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He was definitely not pleased. He said, "You guys look lethargic out there," and told them they've got to increase their activity level. He ended the huddle by saying, This is not going to get the job done. I want to see who's going to step up.
Irving drives in, and the shot is good. Irving's got 35.
It just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Inside, Beal with the steal. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Here's Pierce. And there's the call on James. Outside, Pierce. They get the rebound, and Gortat kicks to Nene. And it's Pierce in the corner. Over James. And again, Paul Pierce.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Left side, Irving. Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 12 points for Kevin Love.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that one's good by Pierce. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
LeBron drives in. Good.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And here's Pierce. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Another one falls for Washington.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Cleveland leading by 13. The drive by James and the rejection by Gortat. Love kicks to Waiters. Second shot opportunity. Gortat with the block. And that one's good. Love.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Shoots. Pierce's shot is good.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Gortat, the pass to Nene. Pierce with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Again, Pierce missing. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Raiders against Wall. Beal with the steal.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Cavaliers.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Kyrie Irving. He's doing everything right, and the points seem to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Love with the screen on Pierce. LeBron drives in. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Love, and the layup falls.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Wall against Irving. He feeds it to Varejao. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Waiters dishes to Irving. Kicks it to Varejao. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes.
Reach out, touch faith.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. The action tonight at the Verizon Center as the Washington Wizards play against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Shaq, can we talk? Just you and me, just guys. I won't let this go any further than here. It's just you and me talking.
All right, let's do it, Ernie.
You and me talking about Kobe Bryant and your relationship to Kobe. What was that like for real?
Well, in any job, Ernie, personalities are a part of it. It's about success. It's also about the fit. You know, there's an old saying, you don't have to like what I do, but you have to respect what I do. And obviously we respected each other. Shaq and Kobe is the greatest 1-2 punch ever assembled.
And I was just kidding. A lot of folks just heard what you had to say. There's no taking it back. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
What?
Sorry. Gotcha.
So the Lakers win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That drops.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
So it's Washington now. Outside, Pierce. Right side, Pierce. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Washington on D.
Paul Pierce, at one time a franchise talent and elite two-way player, now a self-described role player. He's a heck of a good one, too. A great scorer, can shoot, drive, and get to the line.
And Bryant gets it to go. Here's Pierce. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Pierce has got his second basket of the game. And here is Bryant. First quarter, just over a minute. Oh, look out. Wow. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary for him.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Lynn against Wall. Lynn dishes to Kobe. From the high post. Misses off the left iron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Pierce good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Lynn kicks to Boozer. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to talk with Byron Scott.
One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
All right, Doris, thanks.
No, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Lakers trail by 4. Here's Lynn. Kicks to Kobe. Hill up top. Gortat covering. That's blocked, but they recover it. Just 4 to shoot. Lynn. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Bryant with the rebound.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Boozer kicks to Kobe. The pass to Lynn. Feeds it to Johnson. They double team Johnson. Back to Lynn. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
They double up Pierce. Back to Wall. Left side Pierce. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And 11 points for Paul Pierce.
He is just tearing it up this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Lynn the pass to Kobe. Lynn with it. Now guarded by Gortat. Taken away by Nene. Ryan against Pierce. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. Outside, Wall. Pierce against Hill. Shot clock at 6. And yes, sir, that one drops.
They worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out. Well, the Lakers were coming into the season with only about $11 million in salary committed, a chance to attract 2 max free agents, but then they gave Kobe Bryant that 2-year, $50 million extension. So that seems to possibly postpone the rebuild that the Lakers have by maybe 2 more years.
Wizards leading by 4. Outside, Pierce. Pierce is doubled. Passes to Beal. Shoots the 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep. And a great player like Kobe Bryant, who spent Clark his entire career with one team, he deserves to retire a Laker. He feels that way, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I feel exactly the same way. You love to see guys who've had the impact on a team and on the league the way Kobe has as a box office draw and winning. You'd like to see those guys be one-team guys, and I'd be surprised if Kobe's not in that category. In 2016, though, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant hit free agency. Uh-oh, might be some forward thinking going on here as well, partner.
Here's Wall. Wall missing again.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Kobe against Wall. Kobe attacking. Lynn kicks to Hill. Rebound by the Wizards. Outside, Pierce. Fades and shoots. Bryant with the rebound.
Did you see his balance there, guys? Really faded away. I think that's why he missed.
Johnson, good.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Washington leading now by 3. Here's Pierce. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Paul Pierce playing very well. He already has 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Now here's Lynn. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep, Johnson. The shot no good. And it's Washington the other way. Pierce with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. They double up Pierce. Pulls up from the corner. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Second chance shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
As good as the Wizards season was last year, they still had trouble with teams from the West. In fact, only 11 wins in 30 games for them last season.
And Washington making a change here. Humphries checked in, and then for Los Angeles. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis is subbed in for Carlos Boozer. Now here's Kobe. 10 points for him. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And that sends Kobe to the free throw line. It's on Nene. And Los Angeles with some changes. Young comes in for Johnson. And it's Nash in for Jeremy Lin. And a lot of teams out in the East struggle with the West, but it's an area where, Clark, the elite East teams perform better than 11 wins.
Yeah, and if Washington wants to take that next step of getting to be a top 3 team in the East, they've got to be a lot tougher against the West, and something around the 500 mark in terms of wins will get them there.
Great positioning on the putback.
Sometimes offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
Pierce inside the three-point line. To the middle. Here's Beal. Back to Pierce. Fader on the way, and he gets it to go. Pierce has got 19 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Nash dishes to Davis. Down low, here's Kobe. Pierce with it. He's got 19. On the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Washington.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
There's the bucket. Good. 15 points for Kobe Bryant.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Pierce has doubled. And so it's the Lakers with it. Washington leading now by 4. Beal the pass to Pierce. Pierce is doubled. Beal gets a wide open look. That 3 off.